Welcome to another mathematics presentation. So in this presentation, we are going to answer a question coming from quadratic functions. So this is a question that came in mathematics paper 1 for 2019. The question reads, the sketch shown below represents the graph of the curve y is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 3. So this is the sketch that is showing the graph of y is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 3. So in this sketch, we have the point B, we also have the point C. So this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. So point B and C are lying along the x-axis in the line that we call y is equal to 0, meaning that B is going to have the coordinates x, 0, and C is going to have the coordinates x, 0, because they are lying along x-axis in the line y is equal to 0, and this is the line y-axis. Again, it's the line x is equal to 0 according to the properties of the graph. So we are going to look at our question A. Find the coordinates of the points B and C. So we need to find the coordinates of B and C. So to find the coordinates of B and C, we are going to use these quadratic functions that we have. Okay, so we have y equal to x squared minus 4x plus 3. So because B and C are lying in this y is equal to 0, so this y is 0. So it's going to be x squared minus 4x plus 3 equal to 0. So we are going to use this quadratic equation now to find the values of x so that we can put here and there. So how can we find the values of x? So to find the values of x, we are going to factorize. Okay, we are going to solve. So we can either use factorization method or we can use the formula method. So here, what we are going to do is we are going to find the product and the sum. So the product is found by multiplying the coefficient of x squared. So the coefficient of x squared in this case, it's a 1 times the 3 right here. So 1 times 3, this gives us what? 3. So the product is 3. Then the sum is just found by getting the coefficient of x, this x on the middle right here. So its the coefficient is negative 4. So sum will be negative 4. Then from here, we need to find the factors. So these factors are going to be two numbers. When you multiply them, you're going to have the product of 3. When you add them, you're going to get the sum of a minus 4. So these two factors are going to be what? We are going to have, if you multiply negative 1 times negative 3, this will give you positive 3. Negative out, 1 times 3, 3. Again, the same numbers, when you add them, you say negative 1 plus negative 3. Okay, this will give us negative 4. So the factors is negative 1 and negative 3. So these two factors, we are going to replace them right here of negative 4x. So this one, x squared, we are going to rewrite it. So we have a negative 1. So this will be negative x, negative 3, then will be negative 3x. So I've substituted on this sum right here. Then we maintain the 3 and equal to a 0. So from here, we can group them so that we fact out. So in the first bracket, we have x squared minus x. What is common here? It's x, open bracket, x into x squared, you remain with x, minus x into x, it's a 1. Okay, then minus, so here what is common? We have 3x plus 3. So the 3 is common, open bracket. So whatever you have here, even here, should be the same. The moment is different, just know that you have made a mistake somewhere. So 3 into 3x, 3 and 3 will cancel, just remain with x. Negative times positive, it's a negative. 3 into 3, it's a 1. Then equal to 0. So you can see what is inside the brackets is the same. So from here, we are going to pick 1, which is just x minus 1. Then we pick also x minus 3. X minus 3. Then equal to what? 0. Then from this stage, what are we going to do? We are going to say x minus 1 is equal to 0, or x minus 3 is equal to 0. So negative 1 will go to where 0 is. We are going to have x is equal to 0 plus 1, or x equal to 0 plus 3. So from here, we can say x equal to 1 or x is equal to 3. So these are the values of what? X. Now we need to find the coordinates of B and the coordinates of what? C. So when you look at our diagram right here, B is coming first before C. So meaning that 1 was right here, and this C, there was a what? A 3. So the coordinates of C now will be 3, 0. Okay, 3, 0. This one that I wrote here. Then the coordinates of B will be 1, 0. So these are the answers. So we have answered our question A. Let us now look at our question B. Alright, so we now come to our question B. So our question B is saying find the minimum value of y. So when you look at this parabola that we have, okay, you can see where it's making the turning, where the parabola is making a change in direction. So here you have a minimum value of y. So to find the minimum value of y, we are going to use our simple formula where I will say y equal to, okay, so we are going to have 4ac minus b squared over 4a. So this is what we are going to have. So we need to know the value of a, we need to know the value of b, we need to know the value of c. So how are you going to know these values? Remember this function, you have x squared minus 4x plus 3. Okay, this is the function that you have. So this is a, b, c. So our c is a 3 because there is a positive 3 here. If there was a minus 3, I would have written minus 3. Then our b, we look at the coefficient of x, which is a minus 4. So we put a minus 4 right here. Our a, we look at the coefficient of x squared, which is a 1. So these are values that we are going to substitute. So we are going to write y equal to, so we have 4, a it's 1, c it's a 3, minus our b is a minus 4. So I can put it in brackets, minus 4 squared over, okay, then here we are going to have 4, then our a it's a 1. So from here we can say 4 times 1 times 3, this will be a 12, minus negative 4 squared. This means negative 4 times negative 4, which will give us a 16 over 4 times 1 there, it's a 4. Then from there, 12 minus a 16, okay? So 12 minus a 16. This will give us a negative 4 over 4. So from here, we can now say, therefore, y is equal to, so there we have negative 4 over 4. So it will give us a negative 1. That is our answer. So thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.